into this video, I'm gonna have to ask you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. The usual. I don't know why I have to keep on telling you this. I'll keep on telling you this every single time, but I don't know why. I gotta keep on. Just subscribe and click that bell notification. Period. So today's video is going to be about, drum roll please, birth control. So I've been getting a lot of questions recently about what birth control I use. Or I overhear ladies talking about birth control. So many girls don't know about this form of birth control that I use, and I get it all the time, like, what birth control do you use? Or they'll be asking me what kind of birth control that they like, what kind of birth control works best. This is a transdermal birth control. I know, isn't it cool? Like, you can just slap this on your skin and you won't get pregnant. So a lot of ladies don't know about this form of birth control because it actually is fairly new. It's only been around, I want to say, like probably 3, 4, 5 years. One of those three. So the birth control that I have is the Xulene patches, and it is a transdermal system, estradiol transdermal system. That's a mouthful. And it comes with 150/35 mcgs per day. And what that is basically is I don't know. But I do know it's enough to last me throughout the week, because that's when I change out my patches. I change out my patches once a week. So I get 3 patches in this box, and on the 4th week I take my last patch off, and that's going to be my period week. So that's when I have my period. And then after that following week, when it comes to the next time I put my patch on, I get a new pack and I just get a new one and start over. Basically, it comes with, of course, well, I don't know what this is. What is this? This is top secret. Yeah, this is basically patient information, like a pamphlet of different things that's in the medicine and what are the side effects. What certain, you know, the usual, what you can take with it, what you can't take with it, everything, all that stuff. And as you can see, this is where you put your patches at. They give you photographs if you don't want to read, and it's the shortened version. They also have this card in here as well, and it's just a card you put on your calendars. It's basically, you have your patches up here, the amount of patches you have, and it says week off right here, so that's your week off, your period week. And it also has first patch, second patch, third patch down here too. So now I'm going to show you guys the patch, and y'all better be glad that I'm gracious, because this is my last patch and I just put one on 2 days ago. I don't want to open this one. I can't put it on till Monday. I just put it in a plastic bag. I don't even know if these things, if the air hits it, if something's gonna happen. But we're gonna see. So this is what the patch looks like. You get it from here. And it's basically this band-aid looking square thing. And what you do is you basically put it wherever you want to put it at. Well, not wherever you want to put it at. You have the option of putting it on your back, your arm, your leg, your butt. I believe it said in the instructions not to put it near your boob. I'm not 100% sure, but I do remember reading something about that. So there are places where you can't put it at. It's not safe. So you better read them instructions. Don't be lazy. But yeah, so that's my birth control. So now I'm gonna go into the pros and the cons. What y'all really want to hear. So I'm going to start with the pros first. No, we're going to start with the cons first, because it's always nice to lead off into something positive. So one con I have about the patch is that it comes off easily. And I know what you're thinking. It's a band-aid basically. Of course, if it gets wet, everything is gonna come off. But there is a con for some people. If you're a avid swimmer, if you go into the saunas, if you like to sweat, I wouldn't pick this birth control because it's gonna be slipping and sliding all off. Yeah, they just come off really easily. And with what works with me is if it does come off, mine's have rarely come off. I've only had it come off like, well, I lied. They do come off a lot, but usually if I catch it, I can just leave it, put it to the side, let it air dry for about 10-15 minutes, and just stick it back on, and it'll just be brand new. So another con I have about the patch is the color of it. Like, it looks like a Band-Aid. Like, do I have to show you again? Like, it looks like a Band-Aid. And I hate having it on, and then I get like the questions like, oh, what's that? Are you hurt? Did you hurt yourself? Oh, is that a nicotine patch? Oh, what is that? And then I know a lot of people, they're not aware of the birth control patch option. So when I tell them that, they're just really amazed. They're just like, oh, really? You got birth control? You can have birth control in a patch? Yes, you can. So another con I have about the patch is that it affects you mentally. And when I say that, it's more of a, you know how hormones are. This has progestin and estrogen in it. So it does, like, you get a flood of hormones. And sometimes those hormones, they aren't the best, especially if you aren't already mentally stable, kind of, you know what I mean. But yeah, if you do have a mental disorder, or if you're not all the way mentally stable, I wouldn't advise you putting this on, because even my gynecologist, she told me that I was going to have major mood swings and that I was going to be happy, sad, just over emotional. And I even looked up online when I was looking at the birth control. A lot of people were saying the same thing, like, yeah, it was a mental roller coaster ride. And you guys, it really was. It's only for the first 3 months, but those 3 months, those were pretty much hell. And I feel like it was that, coupled with the fact that what I was going through at the moment, and that was already a mental roller coaster already. So that, along with the birth control, it was too much. Another con is the price. And I know I didn't mention the price before, but the price, get ready, you guys. It's $130. I know. The way I get the patches and how I work with it is that I'm on my parents' insurance, and they have Blue Cross Blue Shield. So if you send in your patient prescription along with the receipt, they will send you your money back for the medication. And I don't know if it works for I don't know if it works for every single insurance company. You're going to have to call and check and see. But that is something worth looking and getting into. Oh, one more con about the patch. And I don't know if it's personally me and it's a problem for me, or if it's just the way the patch is. But I noticed that if I put it on certain parts of my body, that when I take it off, it leaves like a bruise. I thought it was the residue, because usually when you do have it on for a prolonged period of time, you get the residue on the back. Also, you do itch underneath there because you leave it there for a while, and it does start to itch. So that's another con I'm gonna put into this con. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. So I don't know if you can tell or not, but that is where I put the patches when I put them on my side. And you can see where it left like a bruise right there. And this is from continued use of me putting it on the same side. These bruises too, I don't know if you can tell or not, but those are bruises. And this is on the other side from the patch. And it's from continued use of me putting it, because you see I put it in almost in the same area. So I don't know if it's me. So when you guys do use the patch, there is potential for bruising. I don't know if it's just this area and every other area is fine. But for me personally, when I did put the patches right there, I didn't get any bruising on my back are on my butt, are on my leg, but I did get bruising right here. So now we got the cons out the way, we're gonna head into the pros. So one pro about this, which is my number one pro, is that it gave me bigger titties and a bigger booty. And I know you guys are saying, well, you can't say that about the top because I ain't got no titties up top. But I know y'all are saying, Alex, your butt was already big. You didn't need nothing to make it bigger. Well, it gave me an even bigger one. And they was hating even more. All those hormones running through your body, it does give you like a body boost, if I can call it that. But it won't last. It only lasts for like 3 months. I know why I was crying too. That was one sad day, you guys. But yeah, that's like a perk, a pro. Even though it's not a permanent pro, it's still a pretty good pro. So another pro is that it's easy to use. I can't even stress that enough. It's super easy. You put it on the same day, same time, just like you would any other birth control, but you would leave it on throughout the week. So it's something you just put on and you forget about until your next week rolls around. It's another pro. It is effective. It does work. I know what you're thinking, like, this stuff does not work, sis. Like, you just throwing a Band-Aid on your skin. That does not work. But believe me, look at me. Look at me. I've tried it. It's tested and true. Definitely, it is definitely like, I think it says it's like 97 point something. I'll put that on there. Effective at preventing pregnancy. But with all birth control, there's not a single birth control that's 100%. That's 100% effective at preventing pregnancy. I've never seen one. If you find one, show it to me because I want to see. So what my last pro for the patches is that they effectively helped my period and they effectively helped lessen my cramps. So my periods, they were really, really bad when I was younger. My first day was always awful. Like, I would legit throw up all day. I couldn't eat anything all day. Like, periods days were like torture. I couldn't even when I was getting my period when I was older, I couldn't get out of bed. It would be a chore just to move. I couldn't even roll over without crying. Like, that's how bad my cramps were. And my bleeding was, well, my bleeding's still moderate. My bleeding's a lot lighter with my patches actually than it was before when I was not on birth control. But they did help my cramps significantly. They do help my flow significantly. I don't have to take medicine as much anymore for my cramps. Every now and then I do, if I have a busy day or if I have to work early and I get my period the same day. But yeah, it's really efficient. So those are just some of the pros and cons and a little bit about the Xulene patches and my experience with the Xulene patches. And thank you guys for watching. If you have any more questions or if you're inquiring about anything else, go ahead and comment down below and I'll be able to help you with the answers as best as I can. So thank you guys for watching my video and I will see you guys in the next one. You guys have a blessed and amazing day and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.